I guess I'm not ordering a 164 anymore. Now I'm ordering 6 with a 1. I'm ordering a 6 with a 1. So that means I get 7. So now I have 7 periods. And now we gotta get 7 more 3 times. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Hey there, people of the internet world, it's Yamato, and welcome back to more Let's Play Valkyrie Profile. So, what did we do last time? I don't know. Either way. We're just gonna go ahead and just jump straight to spiritual concentration because A, I've forgotten the controls here. And, yeah, I just want to go ahead and just get straight into it and find out which dungeon we're gonna find next. I hope it's not a Cave of Oblivion. Nope, it's that place. Oh, right. That place. I don't really remember this place at all, but I'm not worried about it. Alright, so, like I said, the last time we were here, we got ourselves Nanami. Nanami or Nanami? Okay, option 1, Nanami. The option 2, Nanami. Nanami or Nanami? Like, do you pause after the first na, or do you pause after the second na? Like, na or na-na? Na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know exactly how I was going to start this, so it's kind of been a while, so you have to excuse me for that. Alright, so I'm going to remove everything you have, and then I'm going to give the best for you. Except, I don't want to give you the Element Scepter just yet. I do want to give you the Magic Bangle so you can have more attack. And then this, so that we can start boosting your things up. And I guess Angel Dust for now, why not? Because why not? And I guess you're good to go. So yeah, we're going to be bringing up Nanami for this first part here. Just so we'll have somebody, just so we can show her off a little bit. I mean, there's nothing really too special about her. I believe I said this before, because she's just another magician, and just like every other magician, she just kind of stands there and looks pretty. But I believe she starts out with Lightning Bolt, which is a pretty good spell to start with. Do I want to give her anything else though? That's the question. You already have Firestorm, so I'm going to transmute one of these to Fire Lance, and then I'll go ahead and give that to you, just in case we run into like a monster inside here that's weak to fire. I'm not sure if we will. I'm pretty sure we'll actually run into a lot of monsters that are weak to an odd number of things, but with that said, let's go ahead and see what we got going on at the Clockwork Mansion. Oh right, I remember this place now. Okay, so, a clockmaker who liked to experiment on living bodies first owned this Yamato-style mansion. Since he was executed, the mansion has long been deserted. So why can the eerie sound of turning mechanisms be heard, emanating from its interior each night? Well, why don't we go and find out? Let's go take a look at the Clockwork Mansion. Okay, so I believe this is another hard mode only dungeon because it has one specific puzzle in here that's rather annoying. I'll save that. It's a really annoying puzzle. But while we're here, we're introduced to Necrophidius. Necrophidius. I like the names of that. But Necrophidius, actually, I believe that we did lightning, actually. I'm not. Come on, you dodge mid combo. Why do the monsters are doing that? Why? Why is that a thing? That is so stupid. But yeah, the thing about these guys is they can range from a snip to a lightning bolt, or a combination of the two. So a snip and a thunderbolt as well. So yeah. Oh right, I don't have the thing equipped. I don't have her weight reaction equipped. I just gave it to her, but I don't have it equipped. You derp! Double crunch. Yep, there you go. So yeah, they can do that as well. Man, hey, loving the guard. Yeah, loving the guard here. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to put weight reaction on because I'm not gonna deal with that.
Chukichi. Good fortune.
Chukichi, good fortune. Yeah, that's the thing about her. She draws fortunes, and yeah, she's kind of cute with that. Okay, so before I forget any more than that, sit. Thank you. I don't want to go through this without weight reaction. Weight reaction is too good a skill. Yeah, we got more of those things, and yes, they keep dodging and they keep blocking. Hi! I forgot to mention that they also dropped the Bastard Sword. Which, yeah, it's this thing here. 6% chance of breaking, but not bad attack, so it's not a bad weapon. If you get a lot of them, that's actually a pretty good weapon to just use whenever you need to. Alright, so magic power, yes. And survival, yes. I'll put it in weight reaction as well. Just so that her weight reaction can do a little more damage. Because why not? And before I forget, just to make sure everyone's healed up, good to go. Alright. Now, as I was saying, this place here... Okay. So yeah, this place has a bit of a doozy of a puzzle, I'll say that much. It's not as bad once you learn like what the reason, what the mechanic is behind it, and yeah, it's not that bad, but it can still throw you off pretty good if you're not ready for it. Jumped in our Bastard Sword. Also, I'm running into the same guys over and over and over again. So, yeah, it's nothing special. So, Adapt Illusion, and this one's... Guts. Yes! Okay, so I've already mentioned that Poison Blow was the most damaging spell, Zap Guard was the most useful spell, while Attack Power and Magic Power are the most powerful skills you can learn, but Guts. Guts is no doubt the most important thing you're going to be using if you plan to survive any of the future fights. I am learning this now because it is a skill, and it's a skill you learned in the A slot here. Guts. What it does, even when a mortal wound is taken, the enemy remains at certain levels. The chances of happening increases with skill level. This means that this skill, in particular, is an auto-life. An auto-life that you can use no matter what. The only thing is that it's a tad bit expensive, but you can level it up all the way to level 8. And no doubt it is one of the most useful skills that you're going to need if you want a very, what's the word I'm looking for? A safe run of this game. Let's put it that way. A safe run of this game. Alright. And I think we're good. Lawford's about to level up. Actually, Lawford's about to level up. Do you have the Nickel-Time? Yes, you do. What about you two? You have 17,000 more EXP you need. You're not gonna level up for a little while. But yes, this skill though, if you plan to try and go through this without any like hassle whatsoever, then you're going to need this skill. You are going to want to need it pretty badly. Also, these rooms have changed quite a bit. You notice that the water is on the roof. That's interesting. And that's part of the gimmick that we're going to be running into pretty soon here. I know there's an enemy here somewhere. Oh hey, they actually dropped something else for the first time in a while. Beast Fang, which you can transmute into Holy Crystal. I will happily take that. I will happily take a Holy Crystal because Lord knows I don't have enough. I never have enough. If that battle with the dragon showed anything, I need a lot more. Yeah! Another Beast Fang, which means another Holy Crystal. Happily take that. Thank you. Also, Shijon Kichi, which is apparently average fortune. Beyond here life. Oh, right. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. This is it right here. Well, we are truly focused. Alright, so pressing select will open the scroll for this place. It only works in this room. So, let's enter this room and see what we got. We got ourselves a doozy of a puzzle here. So, looking at this little map here to the left, we're in the left side, the middle left right there. And as you can see, all of these rooms have intersections. Some of them go two ways, some of them are dead ends, some of them go straight across, and some of them have four directions that you can go through. Now, the thing is, as it says, every time you enter or leave a room, crap, gotta go! Every time you leave or enter a room, you leave a room and enter a room, you will, yeah, hold on, I messed this up. Actually, no I did not. Okay, hold on. Go down again, up again, just so I can reset the room. Okay, now as I was saying here, every time you leave a room and then enter another room, you have to, all the rooms are, what's the word? All the rooms are changing directions. I love this animation, by the way. I love this animation. Alright, so, yeah, like I was saying here, all the rooms change in 90-degree angles. So each of the rooms here will change ever so slightly to make into a 90-degree change. And that's only if you actually, you know, what's the word? Enter and leave a room. So let's see here. I will say the aesthetics for this place looks really nice. Like, it looks really, really nice. Also, I think I made a boo-boo. Yeah, I think I made a boo-boo. Whoops. Yeah, I made a boo-boo. Let me see if I can fix this here. Let me go in this room. Let me go in this room. Back in this room. There we go. Okay, so this is what is supposed to happen. You're supposed to go up this way. Up this way again. Then you go through here. Also, I'll point this out real quick. With this water here, you can't jump at all. You have you have little running speed and you can't jump at all. So, if you have to jump from right here onto this edge here, and then you can jump across. Kind of annoying, yeah, but it's what you gotta do, right? Alright, but yeah, one more thing to mention. After mentioning, like, for a whole hour or so, that the rooms change at 90-degree angles whenever you enter and leave the rooms, is that I stayed from one room for too long, so that, that being there, if he touches you, then you have to go all the way back to the beginning of the dungeon, which, yeah, it's not a really good thing, honestly. It's not a good thing to just do this again, so, But yes, for completing the dungeon, or completing that little maze there, we have 20,000 EXP, so that's nice. But yeah, if you're not following a guide, which I did, I'll admit, I'm following a guide to go through this way. But yeah, if you're not following a guide, that place can give you such a headache. I can't tell you how many times I went in there and just got super, super lost. I realized I haven't been doing any of the level up things with the characters here, so I should do that, especially when I just ran into a save point here. So, alright, so Walker, I'll raise Guts right now, because I want that to be a #1 priority for him. I want him to be, I think I've already said it before, but if I'm not using anybody new as a soldier, as a frontline soldier, he's the first guy I'm gonna go to, because he's a really good spearman, and he's the only really good spear guy that you'll have, probably the best out of the group. And yeah, I won't lie though, he's not like the absolute best, but I mean, he's the best option because he's a really good spearman. He knows what his attacks are really nice, and yeah, he's just really great overall. So yeah, Alright, let me think here. The balls are about to fight here. I think Lightning Bolt will be just fine. If not Lightning Bolt, then probably Frigid Damsel or Icicle Edge. One of the other. I will want to show Lightning Bolt's special, though. Lightning Bolt and Prismatic Missile, they're both pretty great. They're probably two of my favorite special things to use on a boss or a monster, because they're pretty freaking great. Now, with that said, though, I don't think I need anything from the shop, so I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Alright, so, here at the end of the dungeon here, we went through this whole place just to see what kind of thing, what's really making all these mechanics in this whole place running. So, why don't we go and take a look and see what's making all of these mechanisms running?
Come to me, Dark Warriors. Battle awaits us.
It's getting dark.
Well, that's a pretty great start. Wow! Not even the first turn and we're already kind of doomed. I probably should have put on Cure Condition or something, because, crap. I think Valkyrie actually has Cure Condition, but he got poisoned and frozen, so bugger. You can poison and freeze, which is good. So I'm gonna do that. So yeah, that thing's attack is little 3-deck there. This thing attacks with poison, freeze, and burn. But thankfully, with burn not being a thing, you don't really have to worry about that. It's just another fire attack. So yeah, that's a thing. All right, so Union Plum to bring back Nanami, however you want to pronounce it, and let's put an elixir on Loffer. Loffer, I don't really know. I don't think Loffer's gonna die, but I still don't want it to happen. But yeah, with fire attack, it's just for damage, so there you go. But yes, the Chimera here. Apparently, some guy made this thing, its ultimate creation, and left it here to just live and leave the mechanism running. So, yay, I guess, his legacy. Yeah, he left not a great legacy. So yeah, the Chimera, this boss here, as I said, he has 3 hits. All 3 hits focus on a different thing. Fire for... excuse me. Excuse me. But yes, what was I trying to say here? He has 3 hits. 1 for fire attacks, 1 for poisoning your party, and 1 to freeze the party. Freeze will probably be your worst opponent in this, because his freeze has a pretty good activation rate, and he can freeze you at any time. He can activate 3-deck at any time, and I think he actually activates it more at the end. But I think he can activate it at any time. It doesn't help that he activated it on that first freaking turn. But what can you do? Anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and just wail on this thing. Alright, so Waffer, start.
I stake everything on
So yeah, the Chimera here, it's pretty bulky for what it is, but it's not necessarily that strong. It can be taken down with everyone's special attacks, as long as they actually all attack. So, here we are going through Lennox, Arngrim is next, and then we're going to finish off in style with Nanamis. So, let's finish this off.
You only prolong your suffer.
I grow tired of you.
Alright.
Finishing strike. Final blast.
Yeah, Arngrim's pretty freaking powerful, gotta say. And now for the joy that is this attack.
The harmoniums of Asgard sound. They're very delicate nerves in light.
No weapon break! Yay! And yes, that attack, Dragon Bolt,
They were no
that is
match for
probably
us.
my favorite attack. Next to maybe one more that we're going to see. Probably not until much later though, because we need a certain spell to use it. So, I guess. I guess we'll be fine with that. Alright, so let me cure that poison there. There we go. Yeah, does anyone else have cure condition? No, they do not. You have guts now, though, so put that on. And you have guts. Yeah. Like I said, it is a very, very, very necessary item for what you're going to be doing for these dungeons. So yeah, if you have it, use it, because I'm just going to be spamming it all over the place. I have fun with this game. I really do. Okay, so with that said, though, we get ourselves 2 new artifacts. One being the Mirage Robe, which looks like a magician robe, so yay. And then the Mirror of Pleiades? Pleiades. 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 Oh god, I can't pronounce that word. But yeah, after completing this dungeon, we get 50,000 EXP. So, yay, that's not bad. But yeah, one more thing to mention here. This place is a very small dungeon. The only things that are here would be in that maze, which there's nothing in there. Do not worry about missing an item or something in there, but there is, because there is nothing in there. All the items that are here are in these rooms over here. Other than that, there is nothing in these maze rooms. So there you go. Now, let's take a look at those 2 new artifacts here. We have the Mirage Robe, which 400 defense and resists poison attacks by 90%. So poison damage will be very minuscule, which is great. And then the Mirror, 50% chance of reflecting and doubling a spell's damage back upon the caster, which, so this is an auto reflect, only activates 50% of the time, but this is an auto reflect, so that's really nice. That's really, really nice. Oh, the mirror, wow, the mirror, you can put that here. Really? Wow, that's actually kind of nice. Alright, what was in there? Mirage Robe. Mirage Robe, yep, can only be worn by magicians. And look at that difference. Look at that difference. 70 to 400. Yeah, I think that, yeah, that's more than any of the other people wearing armor right now. That's kind of nuts, actually. Unless I didn't get the armor for them in the shop. Which, no, there's no new armor. So, yeah, that armor there, wow, that's nuts. That is nuts. Alright, but yeah, that's the Clockwork Tower for you. And I was mistaken when I said this was a hard mode dungeon, because it's not. If it was, then we get a certain item, which if you've been paying attention, you know what the item is. So there's that. And yeah, yeah. So there you go. That's the Clockwork Tower for you. And yeah, it's a really short dungeon with only 1 new enemy as well. Every enemy encounter we've had in this dungeon was that one specific enemy. Which isn't bad, because they drop either the Bastard Sword or the Beast's Fang. So that's not bad at all. Because besides, holy crystals, you can't deny the greatness in that, right? Right? Right. Alright. So with that said, that is the Clockwork Tower. Clockwork Tower? Clockwork Mansion. Okay. I thought it was a tower, but it's a mansion. Okay, so that's Clockwork Mansion done. So I guess we'll move on to the next dungeon next time, won't we? So with that said, this is Gibatu. This is Gibatu. I'll learn to speak. And until our next spiritual concentration, goodbye to you. Laters!